Okay, we're back once again. Hopefully it doesn't get knocked off this time. Hopefully the notifications go out like they should. We'll see what happens.
What's up with y'all once again?
Once again.
Are you on?
Yeah, we on. I'm just waiting to see if they'll send out the notification. We're going off. I see one person's done popped in. What's going on? Who's out there? Like I said, we're taking calls. So, we got Famo, we got old school, and the master of ceremonies, Reek. We got the whole crew tonight. So
got the originals.
Right. Hopefully we could have some good dialogue get sparked and have a great conversation going,
Somebody else dropped on.
Yeah, I see someone else dropped into the chat room. Like I said, throw up your numbers. We ain't got no problem with, taking your calls, None at all.
If they can come on through, right?
Right.
Yeah.
3 people in so far. Hey, and if you're my regulars, hey, as soon as you hit the doorway, put the thumbs up so we can get a better position on these notifications going out, because we experienced some technical difficulties earlier, and it wasn't on my part. It was on this platform's part.
Right.
4 people so far, so it's building up. It's building up. What are we gonna talk about tonight? You got old school with us. Y'all been saying you enjoy hearing old school say what he got to say. So he's right here.
Shoot your shots. Can they hear us, Reek?
Yeah, they can hear us. Let me see. Someone comment. Butterscotch kisses. Butterscotch Kisses said present. So Butterscotch Kisses is present in the chat room. So what's going on with you?
What's going on?
If you want to join in on the conversation or add something to the conversation, put your number up. I'll delete it off where nobody else will get your number. You won't get no weirdos calling you or nothing like that. And I hit your line.
Oh, okay.
But
they ain't said nothing.
no.
What's up, folk? Happy 4th of July coming. When is it? Next week?
Yep, next week, Thursday.
It's my little brother's birthday. Yeah. Thanks the Lord. Whoever else is.
Right.
More folks.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope all you people celebrate good. Don't get too salted up. Evo squealy bee.
Okay, Butterscotch Kisses said, can't do that one, but I have a question. Shoot your shot. Put it up there and we'll answer it to the best of our abilities.
They ain't said nothing yet.
Not yet.
What they want to ask.
Yeah, they gotta type it up.
How's the little bro doing? Big man.
He's cool.
Y'all heard from him, Reek?
Yeah, I heard from him earlier today. From Shot. Usually he's off around this time. He about this time of night.
Yeah, he is, man. But sometimes he.
So it's 3-2. So who's the third? Is the third person on my side? Are you on my side, or are you just watching? Because I see it's 3 people in there that is saying, but it's only 2 likes. I mean, y'all's making, the conversation. Oh, there goes Shy right there. What's up, Shy?
What up, bro?
Hey, Shy. Spoke you up.
Right. Gosh, damn. You tripping with the speed. You got anything you want to put in the air, Shot? Throw up a starter topic. That's all we waiting for. Because, like I said, usually sometimes we be having topics that, we'll lead off with, but
but
sometimes we don't. Okay.
That's right.
Butterscotch Kisser said, how far does a woman go in this society with our black men out here with post-traumatic symptoms? Most say
There's a bunch of them.
he is toxic and let them go, but we all struggling to survive, patience wise.
Again.
I might have to hear that one right there. What are we?
Did you hear that, old school?
What was the question again? About the old guys, what?
It said, how far does a woman go in this society with our black men out here with post-traumatic symptoms? Most say he is toxic and let them go, but we all struggling to survive, patience wise.
Well, there's a whole bunch of reasons a motherfucker might have that they may call those kind of symptoms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For all kind of reasons too. But again, a motherfucker just gotta have some common sense and hold on to what God done gave him. Is common sense.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Don't that make sense, big man, to you?
Yep.
I mean, because, if you ain't got no just common sense, just basic, like we talked before, motherfucker know right from wrong, supposed to, right?
Right.
You learn that in elementary school.
Right.
So, and if you don't, then something's lacking.
Right.
Right. That's all I can say.
I just look at it like this: as long as it's not coming to no fisticuffs and a person ain't putting their hands on you, I think the situation can, as long as y'all's two level-minded people and can talk about whatever the issue is, then stick and stay at it.
Exactly. Again, you gotta be able to communicate some kind of way, if that makes sense too.
Right.
I mean, two crazy people ain't gonna get along.
Right.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? You might be able to have one crazy motherfucker and the other one not crazy and be able to learn something, but if he's willing or she's willing or they're willing, but if you ain't willing to try to be willing, then that's just kind of sad,
Right.
That's all I can say.
Now, Sean said most people don't have common sense. And he laughed at that. And it is true. A lot of people don't have common sense,
Right.
Well, they don't, but they should have. Like we was talking before, you learn common sense. That's why you go to school. If you can go to school and be able to follow the rules, so you can have some common sense. And then again, your mama and daddy should be able to teach you.
Yeah, that's what I was about
common sense.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, old school. Your mom and your daddy teach you.
Your mom and daddy, they should be able to teach you basic common sense.
Right.
Hey, can I get a timeout, you guys, for a moment?
Yeah, hold on.
If you don't mind.
Yep, hold on. Okay, we're still here, y'all. So
yeah, but like old school was just saying, you're supposed to learn that.
Yeah.
Your mom and your daddy, if you can't, like you said, if you're not able to go to school, but that starts at home. Common sense.
Right. Okay, Lisa Smith came in. She said, your parents can only teach you so much. That's true, too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's where you learn from. You know, the people that done had you. You know, I mean, you got other people that are taking you know, some people that can get along with, you know, I wish I could understand that. They can get along with folks that ain't their own parents. You know what I mean? Because they might be able to not be able to communicate with their parents.
Right.
But again, you know, it begins at home. I always was taught.
Right.
You understand?
Now, I was going to say, Lisa Smith threw up a few different things. She said, some people don't listen to their parents. And then she also added, what if...
That's what I was just saying.
She said, what if...
I was just saying.
She said, what if their parents ain't shit?
Well, then that's too bad. Then they gotta go. Then they gotta go get some teachings from somebody that kind of cares. If you don't care, then a child will be led to a stray. You dig it?
Right.
All right. Can I get my? Go ahead. Y'all want to say something else? I want to take an intermission. Is that okay?
Okay. So you want me to hang up the call, or that's what you're saying?
No. Can I call you back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call back. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Y'all be good.
All right.
Goodbye.
But what I was gonna say, okay, Butterscotch Kisses came back and said, no father in the household, been in the streets majority of his life, hustling to survive, and now he's with me. He has a vision of goals outside of just surviving day to day, real goals, owning home, saving money, bank account, etc. But sometimes he loses hope because it takes patience and focus. Patience, focus, discipline. I mean, you really got to be at it. I mean, if you want to attain these things, you can't just, okay, I'm going to be sitting, laying up on you playing a video game, or, you know, being on social media and doing all these things, doing a bunch of posts and things like this. I mean, if you're really trying to make that transition, you really got to be about it. And if you ain't about it, maybe you need to, you know, relocate to a different
climate.
No, not a different climate, but a different environment till you can get that together. Instead of, you know, oh baby, let me, you know, lay up with you or something like that, but you ain't really making no progressive moves. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said once upon a time you gotta work, so
yeah,
I'm just saying work, not in that, but just to work, you know, you gotta,
whatever it may be.
Yeah, whatever
you know,
it may
I
be.
mean, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whatever it may be, you gotta work.
I mean, if you're trying to change your life from, okay, you only been in the streets and you really ain't had nobody that you could model yourself, you know, that's a positive type of role model or something like that. Okay, wait, said used to instant gratification, not the long haul, buckle down. Well, see, that instant gratification is what keeps you within that vicious circle, though. You know, it's like, okay, I'm not having luck at, you know, doing this, but this is the only thing I know. Now I know that you can't. It's not easy to do that overnight transition. Like, okay, now I'm clean cut, Mr. White collar, going to work. You gotta basically, since you've been living your life like this, you may have to start at the bottom. You may have to do things that at that particular time you're like, well, man, if I was in the streets, I could be making moves more quicker. But once you get caught, you're under the clock, and then, you know, time stops for you, and, you know, life goes on. So I mean, you gotta weigh it out like that, or they have to weigh it out like that. Lisa Smith said it takes discipline. One small setback and it's hard to get him back. I mean, I look at it like this. Butterscotch Kisses, I'm assuming you're a female, and we got Lisa Smith on there. She's a female. I mean, maybe within this chat room, another female could rap to another female. So, you know, every now and then Lisa Smith and Shad, they take over the channel, and, you know, you can hear her converse about certain issues. I think y'all can cover. I mean, I'm covering it from a man that, you know, I ain't really had a what's the word I'm looking for, where I had a problem with that. I pick up the slack and do what I need to do without facing, certain things. But everybody's life ain't cut the same. Okay, sure, but I want a man's point of view about why young men do this. Well, you kind of said it from the beginning. If it's no father in the home and he hasn't had any positive influences, he's coming from a perspective of not knowing how to do this. So like I said in probably some earlier live streams I did, if you have positive male figures within your life, uncles, your own father, stepfather, grandfather, someone that's doing something, they're on the ball. Even if your homegirl's father or uncle is doing something positive, someone that they can actually see where they had something going on that can kind of open their eyes to something new, pull their coat to something. But let me see. Now Lisa Smith said, "Is he worth it to you?" Sure, but I want to. Okay, and then she said, "Yes, he is." So what's your thing on this? I mean, we got brothers that we know that's doing what, damn near 20-something years in prison for murders and all kind of things. So I mean.
And then somebody's getting out from doing 15.
Right.
I know personally.
Right.
But
and it's just sad that in America, a lot of young brothers,
And this particular person, of course we ain't gonna say their names.
Right.
He just chose to do the latter. He had other, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To see which, like most people, like most dudes got. Some dudes don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just see just that one. That one being, whatever you do in the streets. And it's like, I didn't see nothing else but that.
Right.
Some, I'm saying they probably seen that.
Right.
Me and, Rashad, we had a kind of luxury of seeing both. And I'm pretty sure you did seeing both sides. Like, okay, they're doing that over there.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, but I'm seeing this over here.
Right.
And this is like our bros. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they doing that. I ain't trying to be really, because this is what the consequences of this is.
Right.
And then you look over here, we got uncles, like, okay, they over here, they done,
made some of their lives and made some of themselves, somewhat, respectable in the community or in their circle. So yeah, but a lot of people feel that way is the slow route. Like, man, it's going to take too long for me to do it that way. But just think how much longer it's going to take you once you get caught up and they throw that time at you. And like I said, time stops. It stops for you, but it keeps going on the outside. If you got little shorties, they're growing and you continue in a vicious cycle with them not being able to see you and guide them and have people in them lead them astray. So when you touch back down, a good movie to watch is South Central. I mean, that kind of shows how things go when the father is removed from the family structure. You know what I'm saying? So anybody else, I mean, like I said, this is crazy, the low amount of notifications that's going out. But like I said, we're open to having you throw up your number. I'll hit your line. And then, because I know it's kind of hard sometimes, like, let me type all this. Oh, I mistyped that, when you can actually call in and, we're getting an actual way you're conveying your message, then, it's more better to get your answer answered, hopefully in the fashion that you want it to be answered.
And then when some people are young, they see, like we was younger once upon a time.
Right.
Oh man, I see him doing this and doing that and doing this.
Right.
In the streetwise when we was seeing it, but we was like, damn. But then it's like something else. We like, damn, where's he at? Like,
right.
I mean, some people get like, I'll be like, man, where's he at? Oh man, I ain't trying to go to that place.
Right.
And then when you get a little bit older, you get a little bit seasoned, then you be like, okay, the slower route is gonna last longer, and it's gonna
Yeah, but see, the people don't see the glamour in that. See,
Yeah,
they
that's what
see
I'm
the
saying.
glamour. Like back in our time, you know, it was brothers riding triple gold Daytons, riding candy painted cars, fresh Benzos, fresh caddies, you know, and people in 5.0s, drop top 5.0s and everything, cash money and young. So you're competing with that. Like, okay, he's on that. He's getting this type of dough. But, you know, I want to go basically the safe and slow route. So, you know, me attaining something is not going to be on the level of them. So, yeah, you may be doing it slow and you may not be having all the things you want to have and doing all the things you want to do at a certain kind of rate, but you'll start to see your route that may be the slower route, your lane, as they call it today, is the right lane. It's like when you start trying to be in someone else's lane, that's where you're going to fumble because, you know, that wasn't your bag, you know? You see, oh man, this person done went away. I ain't seen them in years, and when they touch back down, they ain't the baller that you seen back in the day. They're doing real bad. You know, they're real humble. Half the times when you see them when they're up, they ain't got the time of day to say anything to you because they're making moves in the street.
You know what? And I'm glad you brought that up because we done seen plenty of them that were up. You couldn't say nothing to him, and I'm like, damn, we go back from like
yay high playing, you know, at the park board playing, you know,
right.
different sports and things like that.
Be like, and then when you're up, it's like, no, I don't see you. Then it's like you always say, then when they come down, oh, what's up, fam? Where you been at? You be like, wait a minute.
Right. You're brand new now. Now you got everything to say to me in the world. You know, I mean, I don't want to be petty or anything like that, but I'm real observant about these type of things. You know. And I think most people are.
Right. And that goes on, you know, and it probably still going on.
Right. It still goes on. But see, to me now, we're more in I mean, yeah, people wanted gratification back then. They want more instantaneous gratification. Now, like, their life got to be put in a microwave. Like, this got to take about 2 weeks. I should be on. I should be having all the jewelry I need. I should be on rims. I should be having my own spot, you know, totally furnished and everything like that, you know. My partner said he was gonna hook me up. You depended on someone else for you know, trying to come up and things instead of depending on your own self, depending on even if it take long. See, that's the thing. They think, okay, it's gonna take long. I'm gonna blow my opportunity with this female or something like that, or you know, my guys that been riding with me a long time. You know, since you know I'm going a slow route, they might not be feeling that. See, it's too much of what the outer world is thinking of you instead of what you're thinking about yourself and what's going to help your situation, especially if you done brought some little ones into this world. You know, it stops being about you and it got to be more about them. You know, if you're not about them, you're doing them a disservice, just like you probably may have did a disservice. Maybe your father walked out your life or something like that. I mean, you can't harp on that type of situation. Yeah, it may be wrong, but you know, we're always constantly growing. When the Most High gives you that opportunity to wake back up in the morning, that's your chance to do that much better for your life. Okay, this is a whole new day. This day I gotta make the best out of it, you know, and not the worst out of it, because there's so many people spiraling to the bottom. Why do you want to follow that? I mean, it's a lot of people doing that. You know, it's a lot of people counting on you in your family that need you. You know, need your support. You know, it might have been a time within your life when you weren't at this, you know, crossroads where you actually help somebody. You know, that's what family, you know, needs family for, you know. And like, matter of fact, like I said, if you got some uncles, even aunties, you got aunties that are doing something positive, maybe they can help you put you back on the right track when you're kind of feeling down mentally. You know, you may be up physically, but you're kind of beat up mentally. So just go to someone that's, you know, willing to speak with you and hopefully point you in the right direction of, you know, getting your mental correction.
Because a lot of people can look like they up.
Right, it's a lot of people.
But
See,
like you said, mental, you don't know.
Right, mental, you don't know. It could be people they you can see them. Oh, they got a brand new Benz or a brand new a Dodge Challenger or something like that. They dressed in the finest clothes, but you don't know this person may be leasing this car. They may be monthly payment in this car. They don't own it outright. They look like they got a condo, and it look like it's paid for. They paying mortgage payments and things like that. They got bills up the wazoo. So I mean, don't try to trade off what you perceive to be better for your situation where we're like, I don't got no bills that are outrageous like that. I just kind of got to build myself up and get myself in the right position, for me and mines to be doing right, you know. Like I said, people fall every day. Like you see this person this month, or maybe I look at it like this. I remember back in the day, it used to be summer to summer. You see this person up in the summer. As soon as it comes to the next year or to the fall, they done been caught up in something, indictment, whatever. They're knocked out the game. So that summer, yeah, they may have been shining and looking like whatever, but they're gone. What was that? They're gone till November.
Yeah, they're gone till
right.
November.
That song was so true.
Yeah.
Cause I was balling all through the summertime. When it got to this point, I got my case. They sentenced me. You're gone. You're a wrap. You hoping someone sends you something on your books when you done went upstate.
And I would tell people, people be trying to impress people. Too,
right.
You know? It's like younger we seen it, but now it's like. I be seeing younger kids now. It's like I overhear them talking. That's how they try to impress too much, man. Right. Like, man, you ain't got to impress this other. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's to me, the mind is too worldly. They're getting caught up in all these distractions. And I mean, like I said, I'm not saying like I'm super whatever. Like I never, I didn't get caught up in that. But once I recognize that, okay, they got these distractions out here, because essentially distractions is so people can make money. I want this person to, buy this new Louis belt or this new Gucci belt, and maybe if I got this belt and then I get these, these Robin jeans or whatever the current jeans that people's rocking, or these Versace shoes, these new tennis shoe Versace shoes and all this, I'm gonna start looking like this to, this certain person, and I might be able to be in this clique with this person, and I'll be able to network with this person. What you don't really know what these people are really on. Just like, okay, your partner may be saying he's doing something, but actually he's a robber. Actually, he's stealing stuff from people, because we had people like that. That was triggermen. But they didn't portray like they were triggermen, but they were stick-up people, sticking people up. So then you're hanging with these off-brands that you really don't know what they're doing, and then you get caught up in a whirlwind of something that you wasn't even prepared for. Like, well, why these people, want to draw down on you? Oh, they just hate. No, you actually stuck these people up, and they're at your head for that reason. But you didn't tell your partner that. But now he's caught up in something. Now he may be rendered a handicap or whatever the case may be, from you trying to be too worldly and trying to have what this next man had, but you don't really know where this is really coming from, where it's really stemming from.
Right.
Joshua, I want to say is that
Josh, are we saying that right, Josh?
Jocelyn, am I saying that right? You said 100. I want to make sure I'm saying your name right. I don't, but man, you murdered my name. Why'd you say it like that? I want to recognize whoever feels the need to add something to the what we're speaking on. But I don't know. Just people got to do a lot of a step back, and really evaluate which steps they're taking. To me, I look at it like this. It's like having blindfolders on and be like, man, I'm gonna be running full speed and I'm gonna be turning all these different kind of directions and I ain't gonna hit nothing. Well, you may, like, if it's an open parking lot, you can maybe run and do all that and not face issues. But I mean, just think about, okay, we're in the city, it's mid-noon or something. Let me put this blindfold on and get to running real full speed and turning. You don't know what you're bound to hit. This ain't an open parking lot where you can run freely and nothing's gonna happen. So that's the same way with, okay, I'm just gonna try this. And even though I don't know what's going on with it fully, I'm just gonna commit my whole self to it. No, don't do that. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage, and your loved ones is counting on you. Like I said, if you brought some seeds into this world, you're doing them a disservice. If your father, if your mother, if your grandmama, whoever done took care of you, and you felt they done did you wrong, at your time of need, and you done brought some seeds in here, don't repeat the cycle. Please don't repeat the cycle. Change it. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with if you low on skills, picking up a mop handle and getting down in a janitorial way from the lowest level, or working flipping burgers at McDonald's or something like that, While people laughing and cackling at you, them is the ones that's gonna be doing time. Like, man, I wish I was flipping a burger and being on a bite of burger instead of having this CO tell me, yeah, it's time for bedtime. Right. Lights out. Yeah. Oh, okay. Jocelyn. Okay. It's all good, fam. Just listen up. And okay. All right.
Right then. Yeah, man. It's just like you just said, man.
So you still there, Butterscotch Kisses? You still there, Lisa Smith? Okay. No. Pronounce it like that. Okay. Okay, you still there? Okay. So any other, oh, wait a minute. Don't realize how many people depend on y'all till you gone and can't do nothing. Most definitely. A lot of people don't think about it like that. Just think about it like this. You done had either some friends, or you done had some cousins, or you had a half brother or sister, and maybe they mom or dad just died instantaneously, and you know how that basically sent a shockwave through their whole little world. Now they got to reconfigure, who's gonna, especially if they're little or something like that. Right. They're not that old to be on themselves. Is auntie gonna take her in, or is our family gonna take them in? What's gonna happen? Do people got the money to bury this person? I mean, it could be real devastating and tragic. A lot of times you hear about things, and sometimes people don't even pay attention to that. They're like, oh, well, that's them. That ain't in my world, so it don't affect me. But then when something hits you, then you really understand what your friend or your cousin or your half brother, sister, sibling was going through when that devastating situation had hit them. So I mean, people just gotta take more account of what's going on, and understand this. Situations can go different kind of ways. And like I said, if y'all's enjoying this particular live stream, hit the like button. The like button signifies so them notifications go all right. Because a lot of people be like, Reek, I didn't even get no notification. I didn't get a notification until an hour later or something like that,
Shot, you still there?
Oh, yeah. Shot, you still there? Usually we have Low up in here. Low must have not got a notification. I know he said, Rick, I ain't even getting no notification. Right. Williams, I don't know if Williams is up in here or not. If y'all listen to the last What's Going On 1 and What's Going On 2, Williams from out of Alabama, he been saying a lot of good things. And he's just a listener just like y'all. He just, hey, when I say put up your number and I hit your line, he does it, because he has something to add to it and he enjoys listening to what we have to say. But see, it may seem dry, like, Rick, it don't seem like you're talking about nothing. Well, y'all when I do live streams, that's for the people that, want to tune in and want to have something to say, can call in. Just like in your local radio stations in your town when they were really popping, they ain't popping like they are in today's time. But, people will call in like, what do you got to add to the situation? What do you want to say? And then people will call in like, oh, I'm voicing my opinion on this, or, easy one. I remember back in the day, I remember it was a radio broadcast. This radio DJ was talking about women that are on welfare, and he was talking about them bad. Now I can understand some of the women that abuse it, But the ones that are trying to do their damnedest to get up off that and be about their business, that kind of had me heated at the time hearing that. So I had to call in myself to the radio station like, hey, I understand you want to give it to the ones that's making it bad for everybody else, but don't try to lump all women that are on assistance as being bad. It's some that's really trying to do it, especially if they got a baby daddy that ain't really being active and doing his part, with helping out with his part of his seed that he helped bring to this world. I had to give it to him like that. And then it's like, he's like, oh yeah, that is right. Because people get caught up in the comedy of trying to clown somebody. Right, yeah. It's like, you don't know if that was your mama living like that. You don't know if that was your auntie living like that. But you want to, have a ha-ha and a he-he joke on the back of someone else that's having a serious situation going on. Right.
What else? Anybody else could?
Anybody else. That's what a healthy dialogue back and forth is about. I say my piece, you say your piece, then we meet somewhere in the middle. And sometimes you don't. You just like, we agree to disagree, because I'm not lining up with what you're saying, and you definitely ain't lining up with what I say. So let's keep it respectful, and you take your point of view, and I have my point of view. Or you be like, Reek, I feel this way. I'm like, wait, I never thought about it like that. You know what? Maybe I have to give what you said some thought. Maybe I have to do some actual research into that particular subject that you put on my head that I didn't know about, and vice versa. And we've been on 36 minutes. Matter of fact, and if you don't know Old School, he checked out. He had a little shooby dooby that he had to tend to. So that's why you don't hear Old School no more. He had something he had to tend to, a lady friend of his. Right. So that's why you don't hear Old School voice up on here. But you still got Reek, and you still got Famo. You still got us. And whoever wants to call in, throw up your number. I hit your line. You be able to hear yourself crystal clear in a replay. If you have something phenomenal to say, it's fluctuating from 4 to 3 to 5 to 7, up and down.
I don't know if anybody heard about that. This is kind of off the whatever. That Wendy Williams, their son hit the dad in the nose.
What?
Yeah. I guess, I don't know if y'all know that, people know that Wendy Williams, whatever going on with her.
Yeah, the divorce or whatever.
Yeah, I guess the dad came and the son must have hauled off and hit him because he came in there talking crazy, I guess, to his mama, which would happen. Took off, so now they're going to court. But of course, the dad's not, I don't want to press charges on my son, but it's still, and they're labeling that as a domestic. They're trying to, the son is 18. He's about to go to college. Okay. But they're labeling it as a domestic. I'm kind of looking like that was a domestic. Because the son hit the dad in the nose. But I'm like, damn.
Well, it's no mercy. It's no mercy when you got melon.
Right.
You're treated different once you got that melon in your skin. I don't know why that is. Ever since I've been, on this planet, it's been like that since, you get the, like, why am I being treated like this? I'm being treated like this, but this melonless person, they're not facing no issues. So why is that?
This is melon. Like you just said.
It's melon.
What did I'm going to say something what I heard from y'all from the great Paul Mooney. They said they got the complexion for protection.
The complexion for the protection. But what's so crazy, the complexion when it comes to, the sun rays, they're not protected because the sun rays will burn you up if you're melonless. Right. So I don't understand that one. I mean, I understand because we're dealing within the society, but I'm saying actually when it comes to walking this globe, when you have melon, you don't burn, is what I'm saying.
But I just wanted to, if anybody knew about that, those are the things. But,
right. Like I said, add your comments. I know a lot of people feel like must got carpal tunnel or arthritis in the fingertips. But like I said, we in the future now. So half of you got tablets or smartphones. You can just hit that little microphone, and then you can say what you say, and it's like you're speaking your text, and then you throw up whatever you got to say. If you ain't tried it out, just hit that microphone and say like, yeah, Reek, I done been listening to you blase this long, and then it throws up your comment just like that. If you feel you might have some spelling errors or your grammar might not be as posh as you will want it to be.
Yeah. And then maybe, like you said, maybe they're just listening.
That's true. But like I said, I call this freestyle, even though I didn't title it. I titled it Ring Ring because the ring signifies, hey, who we calling up? Who's actually wanting to say something different, adding something to the conversation that we probably ain't never heard or different take or something like that. And that's why a lot of times people are like, oh, Rick, why is it black? Why should it be about me being vain? Like, ooh, how do I look? Is my hair in the right place? Is my mustache cut right and everything like that? No, it should be about the content of what I'm saying. What's going on in, my mind, not in, okay, yeah, Reek OT was, he didn't have it cut up like he usually do. Because like I said, if you look on the Lions Den, if you look at those caricature pictures, that's actually me. That's how I look every day. So seeing a moving picture of me means what? You actually hear my voice and I'm responding to you. That's why I say throw your number up. I actually hit your line. We'll actually have an interaction. Hopefully it's a positive one. Even if it's a negative one, it's some truth to be had out of something negative.
Right.
But hopefully it ain't negative. We're on extra clearance with that in the world. Like they're giving away negative all the time.
Trying to be on
positive. Yeah, some people dropped out. I don't know. See, it's hard to tell because sometimes it says, okay, it's this many people. But I done seen it sit at 0. And there been people commenting like crazy. So you really can't tell off of, what they're saying, who's in here or not.
I got you. Yeah.
I'll just say it like this. If we don't get no more interaction, I end up closing down this live stream because, like I said, this live stream is for you to chime in. Usually when I make videos, I just make a video and then it's about whatever topic I come up with. And then, I get responses off of, okay, yeah, I enjoyed that for this reason, or I didn't understand it for that reason, or, but my live streams is for actually interacting with the people. I ain't this big super dude. Oh, you can't talk to me. I'm on this level and all this kind of stuff. I don't do none of no live streams like that.
Do not hell no. Yeah, I know somebody got something to throw in.
42 minutes. I'm
gonna try to
42 minutes.
Hopefully, I can try to get a look at that. Bobby DeBarge is supposed to be a Bobby DeBarge story. And if people don't know Bobby DeBarge, one of the DeBarges, the oldest brother.
The one from Switch?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's supposed to be on some TV on something, but I'm pretty sure y'all can look at. Me, I'm interested just to see because it's supposed to be showing what he really.
So is this gonna be a documentary? Ain't gonna be like somebody playing him? Or
There's gonna be somebody playing him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be somebody playing him. I've seen clips of it. It looks kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain stuff that you told me about them, even though they went through a bunch of
a bunch of madness.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm looking like. That's probably why, man, they start getting like how they were, man.
Right.
Trying to numb all that, man. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I could believe someone would be, if you got your father doing some unmentionable things to you, I think that's a terrible thing,
What's up, people? I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Right, I mean, y'all just really kick back like, oh, we ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
We ain't interacting with Reek. We ain't interacting with Famo. We really wanted to talk to old school. He ain't even here. What's going on? We wanted the old perspective. We think Reek and Famo is young. We ain't no 25-year-olds. We ain't no 35-year-olds.
Right.
Well, we ain't no 55-year-olds.
Yeah, we're like in the middle.
we're under that.
Yeah, we're under that, but yeah, I feel y'all be one of the heroes,
right?
Because he's old school,
right? And he's a straight shooter.
Yeah, he's a straight shooter. Like I understand, but like Reek said, man, he had to go 10 to
shooby dooby.
Right. And if he was on it, he'd tell you, I'll be back. Don't worry about
right.
it. Like,
if you heard him say, I want to take a brief intermission.
Right. You want to take a brief.
Let's see her. So I guess people either they because I know that you could do that. Well, no, you can't do that with an iPhone. I was gonna say you can scroll and look at different things, but no, when you're on YouTube, you're on YouTube. It ain't no let me scroll and check my IG. Let me scroll in and check my snaps or something like that. You got to be on this or that. Now, I don't know too much about Android. Android might let you be on YouTube and checking your IG and all that kind of multitasking. What was so crazy, I remember before they gave so many updates, you can actually like pull YouTube to the side and then you could check all your other social media platforms. They need to bring that back. I like to be able to multitask and look at all different kind of stuff. Oh, I'm looking at something on eBay. I'm looking at something on Amazon. I'm about to win or something like that. I mean, they just, I guess, want you focus on one thing. But we in a world of multitasking where you got to cover all kind of things at the same time. So become very versed in technology because it ain't going nowhere. Unless, you know, they crash the whole system down. And if they do, I know how to handle with that because we were around before computers and all this type of technology was, you know, on a major stage, you know?
Right. Because some people don't know how to function if that or you just if that crash.
Right.
They'd be like,
that'll be the real deal Holyfield zombies that they be talking about. Because you see it already, you know, people be walking the streets and be stuck in their phone. I had someone, I'm driving down the street, I'm doing about 30 or 30, dang near 35, and they stepping right off into the street, not even looking to see if any traffic is coming, just laughing, looking at their phone. I'm like, man, if I wasn't a alert driver, you'd been messed up really bad. So people need to start paying attention a lot more, not a little more, a lot more. And hopefully, Butterscotch Kisses, your question was answered. You know. Like I said, it's about a person actually trying to want better within their life, within the person that, you know, they're trying to entertain to have in their life, you know. Then again, you know, every now and then I don't have people say, man, I fell asleep on your life. I'm like, how you fall asleep? Tablet on or phone on, and they up there snoring right next to it and everything. You thinking they active, they actually catching Z's or you know, they woman done came in and they trying to get some extracurricular going on or something like that. So we might be the backdrop of someone getting some extracurricular going on. You know, someone putting in the sloppy toppy work or something like that. You know, or getting comfortable with eating some cat or something like that. You never know.
You never know. Man.
Hopefully that ain't the situation. Hopefully ain't no arguments going. You know, that can happen too.
Yeah,
like, what you listening to? I don't like that. I don't like what they saying.
Right.
Turn that off. No, I want to listen to this.
Yeah, hopefully you ain't going to do that.
Right. No unnecessary drama.
Right. Try to be drama free
if you can. Sometimes it's unavoidable. But even so, even if it starts seeming like it's going to fisticuffs and you're a brother, try to flee the situation. I don't care how many they call you a female, whatever.
Right,
just try to get out the vicinity. Like, man, it's better me to do that than the put someone's head on a swivel. You know, you don't want to get in no situation like that. Not in today's time.
Hell no.
They're gonna add so many things on you, have you be monitored, and then you have to check in with somebody. Nah, just leave the vicinity. Yeah, I could be this, but you know what? I'm still at my freedom. I ain't gonna be having nobody monitoring me or anything like that. So I'll be all what you just said. Let me just get out of here.
Let me get out of here, cause yeah, you just said, cause you don't want to. Like I said, I don't want nobody telling me, especially I'm an adult. I don't need another adult telling
right,
me.
Especially an adult that's probably 22 or something. Yeah, get in that cell. Like, who you talking to? Right. I'm talking to you.
You be like,
pal, buddy.
You be like,
are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious as a heart attack.
Yep, I'm serious. You be like, and you gotta do it. You're that type of
right. In that type of environment, you gotta do it. Now, if you know you got your freedom, you someone, but you think about it like this. In this life, no one's gonna talk to you like that when you're out free in the world like that. I've yet to see that.
Like, hey, what are you doing? Get over here.
Right.
Like,
the only way, maybe if they're an officer.
Yeah, they're officer.
Anybody else that's just a regular Joe? No, I never seen that.
Right. Like, you telling me to what?
Like, it must be a hidden camera somewhere. Is this World Star or something? You trying to make it on World Star? You talking to me like that?
Because you know, it's some people that try to be what's them citizens arrest.
Oh, citizens arrest. I ain't heard that in decades.
I seen this like a long time ago. It was this dude that stopped his brother.
Right.
Downtown. Rick, he was like, hey, you know, you're jaywalking dudes looking like, who are you?
All right.
He said, oh, I'm just saying you're jaywalking. He said, you got a badge on you or something?
Right.
No, well, he's like, well, man, shut the brother was like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Man, I was cracking up. The dude was like, what, little, you know, whatever, whatever.
Melonless.
Yeah, melonless dude was like, well, you know, he's jaywalking. And I'm looking like, but why would you? I don't even know this dude from nowhere, but he's trying to be like, you looking at me like, well, I'm just telling him he can't. I just kept walking because I didn't know who the dude was or either dude was.
All right.
And I'm like, and I'm looking because this is like, over 10 years, it might have been 12 years ago. I was looking like, you're going to stop him and tell him that
right.
Like,
you really got some nerve. So see, that's that God complex.
like,
what the? Why would you hit the high beams? Come on, man. You some idiots.
Yeah, that's what you think about that too. Yeah, I was like.
So who goes there? What was I saying where I was like, there she blows? What was I saying?
Well, you told me that thing with that.
Yeah. I guess we can't talk about that. But
right. Remember that was like,
yeah, it was making moves where you be like, there she blows, there she blows.
Like, slow down.
Slow down. You're moving too fast. You gotta slow down your agility. If you want my ability.
Because it was like, I was like, whoa.
Right.
But I can't believe ain't nobody.
Nobody, what? I mean, it's really 4 people in here, but nobody's commenting. Come on, throw something up. Throw something up. I mean, I know you may feel that we got comedy night, we going back and forth or something about, but we ain't really talking about nothing.
Yeah, we ain't really talking about that. We just like just shoot it.
Right. Throw something out so I can really hit it out the park. It's like right now we're we're at batting practice and things. We're kind of just throwing it and see how it'll come back, until we really start, doing something.
Lisa Smith, is you still in there? Is Shy still in there? Is
the topic is whatever you want to make the topic. We'll talk about whatever you want. Like I said, that ring on there means, hey, I'm actually taking calls. So you throw your number up there. I'll call it, hit your line, and whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about that, whatever it may be.
Yeah, but like you said, they might want to hear, but man, we get those on another day.
Yeah, old school probably. Like I said, it's kind of hard to catch up with old school because even though he's old school, he ain't no rocking chair old school. He's making, matter of fact, he had his drop out today. Had his top down on his drop top L-dog, had his stunner shades on and everything. He was looking real stylish. Yeah, matter of fact, that's a good thing because old school been kind of sick for a while. A lot of y'all don't know he had pneumonia bad. He done lost a little weight because of it and everything. So it's actually good to see him being active, making moves, So for a minute, he was shut down for a while, And yeah, it's good to recover, It's good to, take some time to yourself to, till you get right, Don't try to run yourself ragged. Like, I can still do this and, you ain't really at operational levels of making moves and doing things that you normally do when you're well. Right. So that's a good thing that, he's finally starting to recover.
That's good.
Like you said, that's real good.
That's real good. I told you, before I went to work, I checked up, like, hey, man, you all good? He said, yeah.
Matter of fact, what you said when I said that's real good, that made me think of Belly when he said,
about when he was with Ox.
Yeah, when he was with Ox down in Jamaica.
Well, I don't know if I can say that whole line. I didn't hear it get but I mean,
make your heart like a rock,
yeah, okay, make your heart like a rock. He said we're gonna hit some.
We're gonna hit some Jamaican,
Yeah, tonight.
Cause see, I mean, it already been some explicits that went through on here, but I'm a rare breed. If I get to saying certain kind of explicits on this channel, I'll start getting my monetization knocked off. And matter of fact, if anybody's out there, I do got the super chat enacted. You can actually, if you like this particular live stream or any other ones that I do, it don't have to be this one. You could drop something in it. I ain't been like, oh, you can't do that. But I actually do got that active on there. And like I said, usually that super chat is for when a person's timeline is super flying and it's flying so fast that, not all the comments are getting answered. But, since my YouTube channel is at a different kind of level, because it's almost like it's at a monitored level. Because like I said, if I say explicit, this stuff is knocked off. So I'm saying my monetization is knocked off. They were like, this is not marketable to the public because, you said too many explicits. But we got people on here brandishing weapons and threatening people and things like that. But they can fly with that. But that lets me know, like I said, they're alphabet agents. So that's why they get to fly like that. I'm not part of no societies or anything like that. So I gotta watch what I say.
Right.
What Ice-T said, freedom of speech. Just watch what you say.
Yeah, I mean, so there. Just watch what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody there.
Nobody got nothing to say. You still there, Lisa Smith? You still there, Shotty Shot? You still there, Butterscotch Kisses? Everybody still in the same place. Hey, I'm glad for that particular like of this particular live stream. That means someone out there is appreciating what's going on here. Are you still here? You have a lot to say, Lisa Smith. Well, what, you ain't got nothing to say because Lo ain't in here? As soon as Lo come in here, AKA known as Larry, she got everything to say. Or Shotty Shy's in here, y'all be having everything to say, but now that it's just Reek Famo and no old school, we're just kicked back and just listen to y'all, just kind of go back and forth about nothing. And I noticed something, that's what I wanted to speak on. Someone put a thumbs down on my Cadillac.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, I couldn't understand if you don't like Cadillacs. Comment like, I don't like Cadillacs. Then I would understand that comment. Said just chilling like brother man from the 5th floor, throwing up 4 fingers.
I mean, somebody thumbs down.
Yeah. and the marrow too, and the bone marrow. They thumbs that down too. I mean, like I said, a thumbs down should come with I don't like it because of this. I could understand that, but I'm thumbsing it down. Just some things you just don't understand. This has made me think like this. Like, I mean, I don't got an IG, but from what I've seen of IG only got a thumbs up. So if you don't like it, you can't thumbs it down, but you can't, like, if you don't like it, you don't have to thumbs it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why have a thumbs down? It should tell me where this thumbs down is coming from. Don't be anonymous. Speak your piece. Speak why you don't like it.
Right.
I can understand that. But see, that lets you know that's why, how, with that thumbs down, that's how they want to create strife. Yeah. They want people, this person didn't like me because, you know, whatever, woo. No, I'm able to voice why I don't like something. I can use my words. Mm-hmm. I don't stutter over what I may say. You know, sometimes I do if I'm heated enough, but usually I'm able to, you know.
You can use your...
have my syllables come out like they needed to come out. So we've been on for an hour, 60 minutes and 30, 40 something counting. So y'all ready to go away or what? Because we can go away. Mosquitoes. We out in I'm glad I didn't take these T-tops off this marrow. It's been way worse with the with them blood suckers. All this rain done brought all the mosquitoes out.
It's supposed to get up into these 90s.
Nah, I thought it was supposed to hit 100 in the weekend.
Maybe it is.
Like, man, I'm gonna be blowing AC in the Fleetwood. Would dry this, but nah, this ain't got really no protection. These T-tops let all that sunlight in. That ain't what's up. But you know what? I give y'all to 64. We hit 64. I ain't got any more comments where anybody want to say anything. I'm in the live stream, so. You know, we kick back. Until then.
We kick back.
Right.
Because ain't nobody getting sentenced to this.
Yeah, throw your numbers up. Throw your numbers up. A lot of people are like, I won't keep your number up there. I'm not that type of like, yeah, call this person this. As soon as you throw your number up and I got it locked down, I knock it out of the chat room. Nobody can see it. Nobody will see it on the replay or anything like that.
Right.
Like I said, if I had a dedicated number for people to call it, then I'll be like, oh, call this number, and as soon as you call it, you know, I'll pick up. But I don't got nothing set up like that.
Right,
I know it's people itching that really like, man, should I really call in? We done had people over the time call in, you know. Mm-hmm. We done had Sir Bree called in, and Lowe done called in, Williams called in, Cadillac J Just. I'm surprised Cadillac J Just ain't in here. Right, a lot of times he's usually up in here, but you know, people got things they doing, you know. They can't always, let me go on YouTube and see what's going on. You know, sometimes the time ain't available to do all that. And I understand that. Mm-hmm. Like, what to do? Smoothie the P. You understand me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Understand me?
Yeah.
If y'all ever get to see that, what was that?
The Gift? That was The Gift.
Okay, it was?
Yeah. Andre Nicotino's The Gift.
Right.
No, that was...
Conversations.
Wait.
Conversations with dudes. Smooth the Peasy, right?
I thought that was The Gift.
No, that was
the movie yeah, because it came with the CD. Yeah. Now I forget because that really didn't have no name. Okay, there are tons of apps to make phone numbers. Should look into it. They're also free. Yeah, I mean, there's so many of those. I don't know which one is. If I know someone that's actually tried one of those. Because you go on there to see, you know, all those different ones. It brings up a barrage of, you know, we do this. Well, which one has someone that actually tried it that you know have did that? if anyone has a recommendation, throw that up there. I'll check into that. I done heard about what Google numbers and things like that.
Yeah,
I heard of Skype numbers. I mean, yes, there's a whole bunch of different ones, but which is the one that they ain't really taking a lot of your metadata? Because see, that's another thing. When you do that, you know, a lot of these tech companies, all the trade-off, you ain't even got to pay for it. I want apps I could pay for, so that means I'm paying my money. You're not, because a lot of those apps where it says free, they're mining your data through your whole phone for what you do, what sites you visit and all that. So that's why I don't trust a lot of those particular ones, because a lot of ones now, it used to be when you buy an app, you can buy an app. Now you be like, you can just get it free. No, I don't want nothing free, because it's a trade-off.
Right.
It's always a trade-off. Free means it's an actual hidden fee somewhere. But yeah, I'm glad that you did say that. That just makes me have to be about my job and be more diligent and look into that. Yeah, that is true. That is absolutely true. You know, you're especially with especially with 5G coming on, but you know, 5G probably already been on. You heard the president talking about, we want to go to 6.
Right.
We want to go to 6. So that lets you know they probably, you know, the military has probably already been using 5G, you know, because you figure, you know, think about it. A lot of people getting hit with sicknesses and dying instantaneously, and how they said, the health benefits is not that great for 5G and how it's radiating and affecting people. Well, I think it's already been in play. You know, we've been on 4G for a minute. So who knows? We already probably been on 5G, and they've been testing it without telling the people. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's why, you know, a lot of your loved ones and other people are coming down with certain sicknesses, besides the, you know, stuff that's in the air from aerial planes, dropping stuff down on the people with heavy metals and things like that. But, you know, that's a whole nother issue and topic and dialogue. Yeah, Butterscotch Kisses said, yeah, 5G is causing all types of mental breakdowns, cancers, and some suicides. Yes, if you're not mentally wrapped too tight. You know, I've been aware of a few people that got PTSD that have been experiencing a lot of things that's, you know, out of the ordinary at a more accelerated rate. Yeah, he said, yeah, I used to sleep with my phone under my pillow. I started getting headaches back in 3G. Yeah, I never see, that's one thing. When it's time for me to go to bed, I make sure the phone is in a whole nother room. I turn my joint all the way off. I can't say that too much about my Wi-Fi, because, you know, they say if you're about to go to sleep, turn your Wi-Fi off. But I don't take it to that extreme, but I guess that is a more beneficial thing to do, because, you know, that Wi-Fi is always ringing when you're sleeping too. So that would be beneficial to turn that off too. But I don't do that. But I do make sure my phone's away. I do make sure I have some, like, if I'm on my tablet, which is an iPad, you know, it doesn't have no cellular connection. It's just the Wi-Fi. It doesn't have double features. So hopefully that's not too bad. And when I go to sleep, I put that away, you know, nightstand or whatever, you know. But I don't put it under my pillow. Matter of fact, if you're a woman, don't carry your cell phone. A lot of women think, oh, it's convenient, I'll just put it, you know, in my bra and in the side of my bra. No, it's been a lot of people that women get breast cancer, and they wonder where it came from, because you've been having that cellular device close to you. Especially, you know, a lot of people put their phone in their pockets and stuff. The person end up coming up with testicle cancer or something like that. So you gotta be real careful when you're carrying these kind of devices. Matter of fact, I would advise someone to get like a lead shield type of a carrying case, so it kind of knocks down the chance from you ever receiving, you know, I mean, we're all getting some type of radiation, but it knocks that much more down for you less likely, to be doing damage to your body.
Gotcha.
We still here. We kind of, I mean, y'all came in with the 2 comments that made us stay on. So, I mean, that's what we need, some more of that, If nobody wants to call in, you got to keep throwing them up here. Okay, yeah, infertility in men, I heard from carrying phones in their pocket, most definitely infertility in men, probably mess with some brothers where like, man, I can't even get it up. I mean, where you been carrying your phone at, man? You've been messing with your libido. You don't want that. You can't drink yak all the time to try to break a young lady's back. You got to keep your cell phone in a place where it ain't gonna mess with your member. Right. I mean, I'm saying it in a jokingly fashion, but I'm really real about this. And like I said, women, don't put that as convenience in your bra or anything like that. You don't want no breast cancer. You don't want to have to go through them type of issues. I done had cousins die because of, not so much because of that, but have from breast cancer, and then it's spreading and doing this thing, running rapid out throughout the body. You don't want to put yourself or any of your loved ones through that type of situation. If it's preventable, at least in that aspect, that's preventable. We can't stop what's falling down on us from up in the sky, or different things they do to treat, farmlands and certain water we drink, depending on what part of region of the country. You might be in Flint, y'all might still be having bad water, lead water in your water in your area and things like that. Even in some other cities that ain't really registering that, might be having poor quality water and things like that. So you really gotta be mindful what you put into your temple, and if you, like I said, if you got seeds, what you put into their temples.
Right.
The children are actually the future.
Yes. Who had that song? Whitney Houston. Children are the future.
Okay, Butterscotch Kisses said, what's one thing from the 80s, 90s y'all miss more than anything?
I can go first.
Go ahead.
Okay. Back in the 80s and the 90s was camaraderie.
Right.
That's what I got to say.
Actual fellowship.
Yes.
Actual places you can go and congregate, and it not be frowned upon, You get too many people gathering on a street corner, you're gonna have them people pull up, them black and whites pull up. And I ain't talking about the people. I'm talking about them black and whites that got the blueberries and cherries at the top. Like, what are you doing?
What are y'all doing? Y'all gathering?
Right. I mean, isn't this America? Can't we assemble? We can't assemble? I mean, what, it's too many melon. Assembling, that is something wrong with that? You're right. I actually, miss them kind of days,
Well, because the camaraderie, because I could say back in the 80s, 90s, and it started going to the late 90s.
Right.
Start getting kind of, everywhere is getting crazy. But I could say like as far as the 80s coming up, this and that, or even the 90s, like you said, somebody can walk by you and they be like, hey man, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, what up? Yeah.
Or they be like, what up? And then it got to a point where that what's up turned to, what you mean what's up?
Right.
Well, like it was all aggressive and you like, and then you like, oh no, I'm just saying what's up.
Yeah, like how you doing?
Yeah, hey, how you doing? Oh, well, you was like, what's up? And I'm like, well, man, if you got, it was like, I remember, even though we was young, 80s was kids then, but you know what I'm saying? But I can remember seeing people like talking with each other. It was Butterscotch, yeah, because it was more like you said, camaraderie, but it was more kind of like you could really talk with somebody, like you could really have hey man, what's up? And even if you don't really know.
Yeah, people wasn't on that 0 to 100, like,
yeah, 0 to 100.
What do you mean? People were more apt to, oh yeah, well, okay, brother, okay, I feel you,
And then especially if it was like I seen something a couple years back. Older school, you know, like old schools, you know, at the time, was an older dude. You know, he seen some couple young brothers. He said, "Hey man, how your young brothers doing?" And they turned around like they was about to whoop the OG. So I'm standing there like, nah, he's just telling y'all, man, like, what's up, man? Like, y'all good. And they said, oh, well, he was talking about was we good? Like, what did he mean? And I'm like, y'all don't know what good means?
Right.
And they look like, nah. And I'm
but
like,
see, right there, that was the building block, the stepping stone to how communication is broken down now. Now it's almost like people on the level of grunts, like, instead of like, how you do, like, see, this is how I look at it back in the day when you can actually communicate with a woman, you know, walking down the street, like, hey, how you doing? You know, hopefully, you know, everything's going good in your world or whatever like that. But see, now it's been demonized so bad, like, oh, he's just trying to, you know, get at me or something like that. Like, no, I'm just actually saying, how are you doing?
Right.
You know?
Like that too.
Right.
Yeah. Reselling you,
right.
Like into that too, because you can really talk like, hey, hello, how you doing? This like I said, now, like you said, not all women, but they got their head like, oh, you just trying to do this? Be like, I'm just asking you how you doing. Like you're looking nice. I mean, you fit. You know, you're looking nice.
The fit you don't fit. It's really fitting you. You know, you're really looking real lavish today.
From the '80s and the 80s to the 90s, when it got, like I said once before, when they started getting to that late 90s
and entering the 2000s,
start getting
2000s,
yeah. I can't say at least for the 80s. And the 90s, you know, to that point was good. I mean, like I said, you could really talk. Was like me, of course, I don't talk to everybody, but if you kind of genuine, hey, how you doing, bro? Like to this day. Now, some young cats, I don't really say, they be like, oh, what's up, OG or big homie? And I be like, well, I might say, what's up? Keep it cordial like that, because I know what they're on. But if it's an older school, I try to at least, because I, you know, raised, give that respect, kind of like, okay, what's up, OG? You know, what's up, old school? How you doing, man? If that's what they're doing. But when I saw that some years back, man, I'll tell you, the dude was all like, hey, what's up, y'all good? And I don't know if the little cats was out there trying to do their thing in the streets. What you mean is we good? What you looking for something? And I'm like, damn, and I'm standing there watching them.
All right.
Like, damn, y'all look like y'all about to, there was 4 of them. I look like, man, y'all about to look like y'all about to whoop the dude.
Right.
And one of them happened to look at me, and they was like, yeah, man, dude asking us. And I'm like, and, you know, I don't really talk, you know, I'll be talking, but I said, look, man, I see all that whole thing right there, man. All he was asking was, man, was y'all cool?
Right.
Well, he was asking. I'm like, nah, man. Like you said, we call it.
Yeah.
Like, just calm down for a minute.
Calm down.
Just like I said, just like I don't know if y'all probably heard this before. When I said, little dudes kind of try to come in because, you know, I do the you know, security at the club, whatever. Little dudes came in with their pants hanging down to their thing. I said, man, can y'all do this for me? Can y'all just pull y'all pants up? Man, I ain't got a belt. I'm looking like, man, come on, man. They don't want to see this, man, because they're gonna already. Your pants are down to your knees. Can y'all do that for me though? They looked at me. They said, you know what? Yeah, you right, big homie. I'm like, I'm just saying, man, do that. Can y'all just pull them up? Once y'all go back out this, y'all can do that.
You can do whatever you want.
But it's like they kind of gave me that, and I was shocked that they was like that. You know what I'm saying? Because oh man, how come? But they was like, okay, yeah, we got you. And I said, man, that's all I'm asking y'all, man. Because they're already looking at y'all coming in anyway.
Right.
Because
like, you got melon.
Right. So they're already kind of like, okay, what's going on? What are they doing?
Right.
And I said, man, just do this for me. And the little dudes listened, and they walked out, and they said, this ain't our. And I said, that's cool, man. I'm going to let y'all go in there and do your thing. But it's like, man, just, and you know, to answer if I answered your question. But
right.
It was more like you could talk. Like I said, I'll listen to anybody like, okay.
Right.
Okay. But I ain't got.
As long as you ain't trying to run no game on me.
Right.
See, I got a thing about that. No con. I got a thing with that. Like I said, like I was telling Williams, I got a thing about people trying to run con, run game on you. If I'm oil, why you think you're gonna be able to run something slick on me? I know what's up too. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I don't like people getting done over. You know. I'm the type, okay, you're doing them over, I'm gonna knock all your dominoes down.
And then I just had another issue at the job, right? So this dude, he's like a homeless dude. He be downtown, panhandling, do whatever. So he comes in and he's like, hey man, he tells one of the other security, hey man, I'm coming in there. So they're like, nah man, you can't come in here, man, because you don't seem right. So dude's like, hey, my friends are in there. So I'm looking like, So he tells us, security's like, your friends. So I'm looking, and I just happen to intervene, like, who are your friends? What your friends look like? So he like, what do my friends look like? I said, yeah. Just tell me what they look like. I'll go in there and get them. He said, nah, my friends. I said, nah, who is your friends, man? Can I just see that, man? Who are your friends? What they got on? So I looked, and I was like, I said, did the dude have a blue shirt on? He's like, yeah. I said, light blue in North Carolina? He said, yeah. He came in here and I said, oh, you was in here earlier with him. Yeah, man, you better tell your dude. I said, man, you wasn't in here, man. I said, man, why you lying to him, man? Right. He said, I'm just saying, brother, you gonna put me on there all like that? I said, no, you're putting yourself on like that, man. You lying to this man right here, man, about nothing, man. Right. And that's scary. He looked at me like, damn, you knew that? I said, man, because I knew he was running something right now, man. Right. He was all in you. He went to you. I was like, you know what happened? He was standing over there, Reek, just watching, just peeping everything. And then he was seeing how I was interacting with the people coming in. This is fake, and don't get out of here. And so I was like, he went straight to you. I was like, he was talking to you for 20 minutes over there. Mm-hmm. I thought you knew him, how he was leaning, like talking to you. Right. I said, that's why he tried to do that. Then he want to work with me. Hey, dude said I'm good. I'm like, who said you was good? Right. But but I'm just saying, he, like you said, he was trying to run that on dude, and I was like, man, because I done heard people that supposed to be they supposed to be an MAC, master the art of communication, but they sitting up running a trap like, oh, I've been double teamed when I had a conversation. If you're a MAC, master the art of communication, ain't no amount of people that's in your vicinity can say whatever they can say about you. Mm-hmm. If what you're kicking from your heart is 100, it don't mean nothing what that person says. That just lets you know that, you're practicing that con, and when someone peeps your con, that's when you get all hormonal and in your feelings about things, We got them types. Yeah. Like I said, only way I'm blocking you is if you just say a whole bunch of explicitives and you ain't formulating the right sentence, Mm-hmm. Maybe you ain't taking medication or something like that. I'm gonna excuse you from my whatever platform that I may have to excuse you from. But I'm willing to have a civil conversation with anybody. Mm-hmm. If you're talking sense. When you get to talking that nonsense, I'm gonna expose your nonsense. But see, most of the time they don't want to have no conversation with you. They don't even want to breathe what channel or what platform may have pulled your skirt or pulled your coat on some certain things, Matter of fact, I got people right now that still bring up stuff from years ago that, done had a conversation with them where, it didn't go in their favor, and maybe if you hear the conversations from the beginning, you think the person may be winning or, schooling some people that are older than that said person. But if you listen to the whole conversation, that person actually exposed how they're a fast talking con, and I'll say it like this, the person that, that they were having a back and forth with, they actually said, oh, I'm cool with you. But, it was 3 people conversating on there. Right. I never said I was cool. Right. That was just that one person that said I was cool. Right. I'm not cool with nobody that's running fast con on people. Right. People that's trying to gear people up to buy, so-called expensive vehicles when really you can buy them for $4,000 or $3,000. That ain't an expensive vehicle. A lot of people can attain that if you work a regular square job. Yeah, you sure can. You said you always got a thing. I do too. But then people are trying to talk fast too.
Right. Man, they trying to talk fast because they're trying to get you to miss what they're saying. It's like they're throwing so many words at you. They think you're not gonna be able to catch everything that you're throwing at them. But I'm listening to every word. And I listen. See, when you have a conversation with someone and this is about serious business, you got to catch everything they say, and then you got to throw it back. Well, this is what you said. Is this what you really mean? No, I don't mean it, but you said it. So are you just saying words just to say them or what?
I deal with that all the time.
Right.
Every weekend I'll be like, but you said this.
Right.
And then they're like, well, no, I don't want people like, man, it's like you're trying to switch up my words. I'm like, no, this is what you said.
Right.
I didn't switch up. This is what you said.
Right.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna just leave. I'm like, well, go. Don't get
right. But like I said, you know, a lot of people, you know, after certain things, they Reek, is this a player channel, a PI channel? No, this is, I interview anybody. It's not dedicated to one person, you know. And when you hear people claiming this, I'm claiming the 16th letter and things like that, but really they got a sugar mama, you know. The sugar mama's taking care of them, you know, or they're a boy toy, or they're a gigolo. Right. Come on, man. Don't see, that's why a lot of these little brothers, they getting the false narrative like, oh no, he P. No, really watch how people really operate, you know. If you're this, you know, you don't have to say it over and over and over. You're living your life, you know. Every now and then, like, Rick, I'm a jack of all trades. I'll say that, but I rarely have to emphasize that.
Right, because it doesn't.
Right.
Because that's your, like you said, they're gonna see it and I know it. Like,
right. This is not something I gotta keep. But see, that's when you hear someone keep stressing, I'm this, and I was doing this back then, and all this kind of stuff. That's so you can keep buying into their manipulative mantra. You know, so you can buy something from them, essentially, because they're selling you something. Right. Matter of fact, how did Double R said they pimping D. I don't want to say what he said. Right, yeah, they're pimping Pino. They're pimping penis, essentially. Right. You know. They ain't really getting out of, you know, out of a female's cock. They're getting it out of a brother that don't really knows, you know, hard-earned wallet, you know. And I despise that when you're giving them something that ain't really helping them at all. Because you think about this. How do you sell confidence? Tell me that. How do you sell confidence? How do you sell it? How do you sell confidence? How do you sell it? I know. A bunch of words of wisdom. Essentially, confidence is a bunch of words of wisdom. Yeah. I do words of wisdom every day. Yeah, you do. In the morning time, when it's hitting me, I put up a word that can help someone. Yeah. If someone asks me, I'm going to help them. But see, some con men are allergic to that because they don't got no other kind of skill to, you know, go about, you know, making their grits. So we're selling confidence and you got to buy it. I'm putting this type of amount on it because I'm the slickest. I've been the whatever. No, man. But you know what? You know, some people say, oh, well, Rick, you're hating. How am I hating? I'm just pointing something out. I want people to look at this aspect and angle of it. Right. Without having to throw anybody under the bus. Yeah. Because there's all types of people in the world like this, not just one particular person. Oh, yeah. Well, what I'm saying, yeah, because there ain't no hating. We just... Okay, what are the situations in life you had to use a little manipulation to obtain or achieve something, and how did you do it? Little manipulation to obtain or achieve something, and how did you do it? Little manipulation. And to obtain it, huh? Yeah. Well, I'll give a simple one, and I'm not applying this for me. I'm just saying for people. You know, people, you know, go to jobs, and maybe this particular job is out of their league. So they were like, well, you know, I had worked over here and did this for so many years, and maybe they have an uncle or something like that kind of has the same type of, you know, business or whatever. So, you know, they have their uncle, you know, hey, if this person calls, you know, just say, you know, I've been with you, what you did, you know, this, you know, that could be a form of manipulation because you're trying to get this business owner to hire you on to do whatever task it is needed. It's like, or say a tow truck driver, like, oh, okay, I towed a little bit for my uncle, but I didn't do it on a major level. So that could be a way of, you know, getting yourself in the door to, you know, having something that you want to, you know, get some better pay at whatever. Okay, Butterscotch Kisser said, back in the day, I manipulated that food stamp application. Oh shoot!
Whoa.
Hey, well, I guess your people were eating.
Yeah, you was eating.
You was eating, no matter how, if it was on the upper or whatever.
Right.
Your people was eating.
They was eating. Right.
Straight fibs. Some people say, well, we're oldest, but other people are like, hey, you're robbing the system. I don't know. It's all kind of people have all kind of opinions on that. Everybody got an opinion. Like everybody has a trap door to drop out the
Right.
when you got to do that number 2. So hopefully I answered that to the best of my ability of answering. Some things you think about it, some things you can't say,
Right.
because that's incriminating you. But what I'm saying is, you have people that say the most, do the most, that you have to really think in your mind, like, okay, if they're doing this and they're showing their face, they're brandishing certain things, how can they? This is not a TV show. These are actually lives, according to these are just regular people, or so they assume, to try to market to you to being regular people. Mm-hmm. But regular people usually receive an issue for doing these same things. So are these people really regular people, or are these people really theatrical actors? Think about that. Because you look like they ain't receiving an issue. Oh, they're playing music and all that. Let me play music. Let me play any kind of music. I'll receive a copyright and my whole channel monetization be knocked down. And I've been on for 10 years. So it ain't like I just came on a certain platform. I've been on here 10 years plus. So, you got to really think about that. If a person like you, if you knew someone else that done had, like, yeah, my cousin used to play music all the time and their channel get knocked down and everything, but you're seeing this person's channel never getting sweated or anything like that, and they're basically talking all this coonery buffoonery that will get brothers and sisters caught up in a net, a web, or something that's totally undesirable, but they still letting them fly. You really got to question that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Reek said theatrical.
Yeah, theatrical. They get real emotional, right. real moving around, and get to throwing the explicitness around and threats and things like that. Come on, man. Usually people get their issue immediately about that. Right. Why are they not getting their issue? And I don't want to hear like, oh, well, you just hate because they're doing this. No, this should be across the board, because I done seen people that's way bigger than this person or way littler get their issue. Why are these people not getting their issue? You got to question that. Just like people moving the street. Okay, this person done did this. We know he done did this. Why is he still touched down and doing things? That don't make sense. He's doing something. That means stay away from this person. But some people are like, oh, no, he's just doing it. And then you get caught up in the web of whatever they doing. Or, you know what? You get caught up in the web and they still out here. So, and I done seen that on plenty of occasions.
Well, you're right.
Why this person gone, but this person's still here? No. We've been on 93 minutes, so y'all done had us for a little extra, done had us spill our guts on some other topics that, I didn't even think we was going to go into these particular topics, but we did.
We did.
I guess technically we had one caller. We had old school but that was way brief earlier. He probably was on maybe 6 minutes or something like that. He wasn't really on that long.
Right.
So maybe it's a good thing I didn't put his name in the title of this one, because he really didn't stay on that long.
Yes, they are.
But hey, I've enjoyed conversing with y'all, even though nobody else wanted to call in. I think we're gonna wrap it up. I'll give you to 95 minutes. We at 94 right now, so the countdown starts now. Either throw your number up, or throw your comment up, Or after when we hit the 95, like Cinderella, we turn back into a pumpkin and we up out of here. And hopefully the ones that didn't come in here, you get to hear the replay. And like, oh, Reek and Famo's on and Old School's on for a brief minute before he got to getting down with a shoey dooby dooby.
Right. That's what he said he had to do, yo.
Right. Hey, and I'll say this: ain't nothing wrong with being a multitasker. You can hear these people, you can't do more than one thing. If you can't do more than one thing, you're slow. This we in the space age era right now, where we're doing everything. Just as like, oh, I got one or two cars. I got more than that. I got cars like some females have shoes and brothers have shoes. I got a whole bunch of them because I like vehicles. I don't want just one. I want to be, okay, I want to be in a Lexus today. Or tomorrow I'm going to be in a Z28. Or let me get in a Cadillac Fleetwood thing. You know, whatever I may think of, that's what I want to do. Just like you may want to do. Some females like, I'm wearing the neon pink wig. I'm wearing the neon yellow one, whatever.
Right.
You know, I got the Prada and the Fendi today. You know, you may want a different choice, like a 31 flavors ice cream or something. But you know what? We done hit the 95 marker. We up out of here.